While Angus Young was the face shredding across the stage, Malcolm was the force holding it all together. Born in Glasgow and raised in Sydney, Malcolm's passion for music drove the band's rhythm and business alike. He was disciplined, strategic, and incredibly private. Despite the loud world he lived in, Malcolm rarely gave interviews or sought the spotlight. Behind closed doors, the brotherly bond between Malcolm and Angus was more complicated than fans realized. While they presented a united front, Malcolm confessed that there were fierce debates about the band's musical direction. He often felt pressured to prioritize showmanship over sound integrity. One heated disagreement almost led to Malcolm quitting the band in the early 90s. One of the darkest shadows over AC/DC has always been the tragic death of original lead singer Bon Scott in 1980. Malcolm's confession added a painful layer to the story. He revealed that Bon had been struggling far more than the band publicly let on. In hindsight, Malcolm believed they could have intervened. He was tormented by what-ifs, feeling the band's machine rolled forward while their brother's cries went unheard. When Brian Johnson took over vocals, Back in Black became one of the greatest rock albums of all time. But not everyone welcomed the change. Malcolm's confession included how hard it was emotionally to accept someone new no matter how talented. While he respected Brian, Malcolm struggled with the transition and resented how quickly fans moved on from Bon. AC/DC's relentless touring schedule took a brutal toll on Malcolm. The drinking, late nights, and pressure to constantly deliver hits pushed him to a breaking point. In his private writings, he admitted to collapsing under the weight of fame. What shocked many was his belief that the rock lifestyle wasn't worth it. "I'd trade it all for peace," he allegedly said, a heartbreaking insight from someone worshipped by millions. While he officially retired in 2014 due to health issues, Malcolm actually considered walking away years before. In his notes, he wrote that by 2008, he had grown tired of the band's direction and dreamed of producing music from behind the scenes. He feared leaving would cause AC/DC to implode, so he stayed out of loyalty. Malcolm also shared bitter truths about the music industry. He revealed exploitative contracts, pressure from record labels, and an unending demand to commercialize their sound. He hated how management often prioritized merchandise over music. He saw AC/DC becoming a brand rather than a band, and it disgusted him. Malcolm admitted that he never felt comfortable being famous. While he was proud of their accomplishments, he found public attention invasive. He often used humor and sarcasm to deflect praise. But deep down, he battled imposter syndrome. He believed his work spoke for itself, and he didn't enjoy the celebrity spotlight. One of the few things Malcolm spoke about with tenderness was his family. He regretted missing so many milestones in their lives due to relentless touring. He wanted to be remembered not as a rock god but as a father, brother, and man who tried. The Silent Thunder premiered, sparking global conversation about the band's history. Critics are calling it a truth bomb that redefines AC/DC's origin story. More than a tribute, it's a revelation, a chance for the world to understand the quiet genius who built a rock empire but paid the ultimate price. In a final journal entry, Malcolm wrote a message that stunned even his closest allies. "I love the band, but I died a little every year I stayed." That raw sentence sums up decades of emotional weight. Despite the glory, the platinum records, the screaming fans, Malcolm Young was a man who quietly carried pain, regret, and truth. So, the next time you crank up High Voltage or Thunderstruck, remember the man behind the rhythm. Remember Malcolm's truth. Because behind every thunderous chord was a soul screaming to be heard. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more music revelations.